Donnie and Dolly, the team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All of our guests today are brought to you by the Bayside Oceanfront Resort. There, I got it right. So much to talk about when it comes to the visitors tonight at Rogers Arena. The Arizona Coyotes, their lease at Gila River Arena in Glendale terminated June 30th. Coyotes' second worst record in the National Hockey League. Like I say, a whole lot going on. There's the thought that they may be playing at ASU in the near future, maybe a new building after that. We'll see. Craig Morgan, Coyotes reporter from PHNX Sports. I hope I got that right. Craig, he joins us now. Thanks so much for doing this. Craig, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you guys? And yes, you got that right.
Good. Hey, Craig, how would you describe the state of the Arizona Coyotes franchise?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
You just answered it.
Chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know all the storylines going on. They got kicked out of Glendale. They'll have to leave the premises by June 30th. They're looking for an interim arena while they're also hoping to secure a permanent home. So, just your average NHL franchise right now.
Would a move to Tempe long-term stabilize this team, in your opinion? You know the market.
I think it would help significantly. Location has been a big problem for a long time. We've talked about this repeatedly. They had success when they were down at America West Arena when they first got here. We've seen how they can do when they win, but look, that's part of the equation here as well. They have to have a successful team on the ice, but the vast majority of their season ticket holders and their premium season ticket holders live on the east side of town, which is where Tempe is. Yes, I think it will make a difference.
Do you understand? And up here, we're snobby when it comes to hockey, and why don't they just move the Coyotes to Quebec City? All of that. Hey, Craig, do you understand Gary Bettman's strong belief in the Phoenix market?
Well, I mean, from a local perspective, yes, because I do think this can be a hockey market, and I've seen the growth on so many other levels. The fact that we have a Division I hockey program here is stunning to me, first of all, at Arizona State University, where the Coyotes are talking about playing. But youth hockey is growing by leaps and bounds. If you look at USA Hockey's numbers, youth hockey is growing exponentially in this state. It's always among the fastest growing states. Look, I know everybody points to Austin Matthews, but that's just one piece of the equation, right, that has come out of Arizona. I do think it can be a good market. It's a huge city, obviously, so it's important to them for media rights, et cetera, as well. But again, there are a couple ingredients here. They have to have the right location. They have to have stable ownership, and they have to put a winning product on the ice, or at least a competitive product on the ice.
All right, Craig, let's talk about the big three, the big trade with the Canucks and Arizona last summer. You end up with Roussel, Beagle, and Eriksson. I know Beagle's hurt, but how have they been so far this year in Arizona?
Well, I think really what's expected, what's been expected of them, right? These are all guys, well, at least Jay Beagle and Louis Eriksson at the tail end of their careers. And we all knew why this deal was made. It was made to shed Oliver Ekman Lars's salary. And the Coyotes are in a rebuild, so they got some assets in addition to the players that they took on. They took on some contracts that the Canucks wanted to move. So, look, I don't think anybody was expecting great things on the ice from any one of these guys. Jay Beagle gave them some good minutes. Antoine Roussel has been lately, but that's really not what this is about. This is about the rebuild and jump-starting that.
All right, Craig, I want to get to the trading deadline because Jacob Chychrun, his name has obviously been out there. I'm going to assume that Phil Kessel is going to be right there with them. Any update on those two and where they could end up?
It's all speculation at this point. I do expect Phil Kessel to end up somewhere. Look, it's no secret that Phil's wanted to go somewhere. He doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild, and you can understand that for a guy at his stage of his career and with what he's accomplished. So they're just trying to find, honestly, a decent return for him. I think they would have been happy with a second-round pick. I don't think they've gotten that offer to date. We'll see what happens, but I do expect Phil to move at the deadline. With Jacob Chychrun, it's a lot more complex. I think everybody knows by now that there's a massive ask from GM Bill Armstrong in order to move Jacob Chychrun. You understand why. He's 23. He's on a really team-friendly contract. He's got term left, so he could be a building block for your future. When you looked at that that possibility going into the summer, and it really wasn't, other than that Islanders rumor, you would have said, oh my God, a lot of teams will jump at this. Jacob Chikrin struggled a bit this season. So when you look at the situation now, you wonder, will GMs have a little bit of hesitation in pulling the plug on such a major deal for Jacob Chikrin, giving up so much when he struggled a little bit? And then you factor in the fact that there are so many teams, particularly in the Eastern Conference, that are really out of the playoff picture. So the market could be flooded with defensemen. There might be other options. They may just be rentals versus a guy with term, but they may be less risky as well for a general manager.
Hey, Craig, we're running out of time, but one more. Any thoughts on, and by and large, he's played well, but any thoughts on Oliver Ekman Larson's inability to put up points in Vancouver? Just 9 points so far.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask you guys about that same thing.
Yeah.
It seems like his role is a little bit different, and you've got Quinn Hughes up there. But, I mean, that was a problem in Arizona the last couple of years too, guys. He just wasn't producing at that clip that we had become accustomed to during those years where he was a legitimate Norris Trophy candidate. It feels like that part of Oliver's game may be gone for good now.
You trying to rub it in with the fan going on in the background?
Sorry, you don't want to know the temperature here.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, guys. Take care.